Join me as I dive deep into my own mind to figure out what is really holding me from achieving my emotional balance. Achieving emotional balance is a foundation of fulfilling lives. When this emotional balance is disturbed, when there is a trouble, that means there is a process, there is an error, there is a barrier that is keeping people, that is keeping us from achieving our emotional balance. And one of the barrier is stress. Stress is one of the components that is keeping us where we are. When we overstress ourselves, it rises, it increases our pressure in worries and fears. So at some point in time, we cannot sit down to bring it to our own level of understanding and solve that problem. Because of stress, we live out of our emotional balance status. And second one is thinking negatively. Negative thoughts. This is a process where you adhere to all negative information that can lead you astray, because these are the information that will not allow you to balance your emotional life. Negative thoughts is what keeps you where you are. You don't see the opposite side of what you are thinking about. You only focus on one side of what you are expecting of. So it doesn't work that way. We need to balance our emotional life so that we can get and acquire what we want in life. If we don't balance our emotional life, that means there is and there will be a problem in the long run. Our four dimensions of life consists of the mental, emotional, the physical, and the spiritual aspect of it. So if you balance one and leave one, that means you cannot fulfill purpose. Because the essence of fulfilling purpose is to balance your four dimensions of life. So with the negative thoughts, you cannot balance your emotional aspect of life. And thirdly, it is the expectation of society. What society is expected of you. Remember, what is expected of you and what is expected from the society are two different things. Your own expectation is what you should focus more on, not the expectation of the society. So for us to acquire, for us to regain our balancing in our emotional life is for us to practice mindfulness. Because if we don't practice mindfulness, we cannot reduce pressure, we cannot balance our own emotional life. So we need to adhere to our mindfulness. We need to be self-conscious. That means we cannot get what we want. So we need to practice self-consciousness, how we can balance our own emotional life. If we don't balance the information we gather, if we don't sit down and calculate the cause, that means we cannot get what we want. We won't be able to balance our emotional life. Getting what we want will only help us if we self-reflect our own personal life. Our inner life is much more important, because if we don't focus in our inner life, that means we cannot balance our emotions. So emotion is very tough to balance, but with the self-awareness and self-reflection and practicing of self-mindfulness, we can arrange our thoughts, our way of thinking, and then focus on balancing our emotions. These are what will help us balance our emotional life. So I hope you enjoyed the video. See your comments on the comment section. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and follow for more. Thank you. We love you. See you on our next video.